What's up everybody, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time visiting, my name is Matt and I hope you are having a great day. I know that I am because I'm out here in a hydraulic pit in Northern California. I already found one piece of gold today. I'm going to show you that in just a minute, but I think I may have just found another piece of gold. I dug it out, but it's covered in dirt, so I'm not totally sure, but I have a pretty good idea. So that's what we're doing today. We're out looking for gold with our metal detector. I got the SDC 2300 with me today. If you like gold prospecting or you like the outdoors, consider subscribing. Let me show you that piece of gold that I found. All right, so the first piece of gold that I found was in this little hole right here. And you can see this place is all cleared out, all the manzanita. Clearly there was some workings here. You can see some piles down there. And if you kind of look through the brush, you can see that that's where one of the main washes was. And let me show you that piece of gold that I've pulled out of this hole right here. So there is the first piece of gold that I found today. It's pretty river worn, which is surprising because I've actually found some really coarse gold here. You can tell that they were breaking the bedrock around here. So I think they were getting both, old placer gold and probably a little gold that they were busting out of the bedrock. So there's our first piece of gold for the day. Pretty round. And our second piece of gold is right over there where my metal detector is. Walk over here and check it out. So I was getting a pretty good signal in here right under my shovel. The target is actually in my scoop right now. So let's clean it off and see if it's gold. All right, so the target is this piece right here. Let me take the headphones off my SDC so you can hear what the target sounds like. It's really loud. And let's just make sure that actually is the target. I'll pick this up, put the scoop over it. So I've got it in my hand now, and it definitely feels like gold, and it looks like gold. Okay, let's clean it off. Oh yeah, that's gold. That's a nice piece right there. Look at that. Pretty rounded. Not huge, but I'm certainly not complaining. All right, now we've got two nice little pieces of gold. All right, well, since I'm finding gold in this spot right here, and I found them relatively close to each other, of course I'm gonna just go over this place a few times and see if we can find anything else. I have worked this area over here, and there's like no targets out there. So I think this area in front of me has been detected pretty well. But maybe this area downhill hasn't been detected as much. So we're gonna work this area right here and see what else we can find. It's getting louder. Let's see if I can move it. All right. Bring you over here so we can dig this up. All right, so whatever it is, it's right about here. Okay, got it in the scoop. Sounds a little wobbly, so I'm not sure. This could be a pellet from a shotgun. Sometimes they sound like this. In fact, I think I see it. That's exactly what it is. Little shotgun pellet. All right, on to the next target. Well, it's been probably about 2 hours since I found that last piece of lead that we dug up together. I went around that spot where I found those two pieces of gold really well, and I didn't find anything. So I've been making my way around this hydraulic pit, and I eventually got to the point where I went back to a spot where I found gold before. In fact, the last time I was here, I found this trash pile where basically the detector was just screaming anywhere I put it on the ground. And so I had thought to myself, I'm not finding gold anywhere else. maybe I should just start digging up all these trash targets and see if there's any gold under this spot, because probably most of the people who came and detected here before decided they didn't even want to waste their time digging up all these trash targets. And so that's what I did last time I was here, and I did find a few pieces of gold here. So I eventually made my way back to this spot, and I just found my third piece of gold for the day. So let me show you this area that I'm working, and then I'll show you the piece of gold that I found. So this is the spot that I'm working, and all in this flat spot and up this hill is just filled with trash. It's all square nails, these little steel balls, a lot of shoe tacks or boot tacks. And so that's the stuff I'm digging up. I'm digging up so many trash targets, but I finally got a piece of gold. It's right in here. Let's take a look at it. Here it is. I haven't cleaned it up yet, but that's it right there in the scoop. Let's clean that up. All right. Still a little dirty. Some of the gold around here has like a lot of dark stuff stuck to it. Probably just some rusted on dirt or something. But we got ourselves another piece of gold. Not too bad. Let's see if I can clean that up just a little better. There we go. That's a little better. They're not big pieces, but these size pieces, when you start getting, 3 of them, starts to add up. So that's piece number 3 for the day, and I think I'll probably finish the day up working on this trash pile. So if I find any more gold in here, I'll be sure to get it on camera. Number 3. Definitely can't complain when you got 3 pieces of gold in your hand. Nice little nuggets. You could call them pickers if you wanted, but I like to call them nuggets. All right, I got to tell you, I was not kidding when I said there's a ton of trash here. So check this out. I've only worked probably this little area right here. Just kind of this circle that I'm drawing with my finger. And these are all the nails that I've pulled out of the ground in just this spot. And I'm also pulling a ton of lead out of here. So, I mean, there's just a bunch of iron targets and a bunch of non-iron targets in here. There's a lot of iron boot tacks, a lot of square nails, and then I also am getting a lot of non-magnetic boot tacks. I don't know what they're made out of, but they're not made out of steel. So I'm digging up so many just non-gold targets, non-iron targets, before I'm really finding a piece of gold. So if you're in a spot where you're having a really difficult time finding anything, check out the trash patches, because you might find some gold in there. All right, it's been about probably another hour and a half, and I have dug up many more square nails, many more boot tacks, a lot of lead, but I haven't found any more gold for the day, and the sun is starting to come down. So before we wrap things up, I wanted to show you all of the non-iron targets that I found today, and then we'll take one last look at the gold. For our non-iron targets, we've got all sorts of stuff in here. So yeah, dug up each one of these individually today. That is a lot of targets to dig up. So you can see a lot of these little boot tacks here. There's a ton of those in here. A bunch of melted lead and just a bunch of lead balls, probably from different types of buckshot, things like that. Did find one bullet casing. So definitely killed it on the lead today. And for our gold, we have these 3 pieces right here. Nice and shiny. This was the first one that I found. This is the one that I found before I started filming today. This is the second one that I found right after I started filming, that we first looked at the beginning of the video. And this is the one that I found right here in the trash patch. That one right there in the middle. So this is definitely a win for me. Coming home with gold is always a win, and we didn't get skunked. So I am very happy with this. Well, the sun is starting to set, and I've got a little bit of a hike to get out of here, so I'm going to start that hike here in just a moment. I am really happy that we got some gold today. That's always a win. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you on the next video.